This playthrough is rated M for mature.
I think all this stripping's gonna make me end up in jail. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with the Let's Finish This, and it's Akihabara. I should have looked up the name again. Hellbound and Debriefed. Yeah, you can tell how much of this game has had an influence on me over the course, where I already forget the main title. For those who haven't watched the Let's Finish This is just me finishing this Akiba's trip, which is basically like a precursor. I guess it's supposed to be, you know, like I said, precursor, before Undead and Undressed, which that game, despite its like weird concept of stripping people for their clothes, which you can use to change yourself into different outfits and stuff like that. I thought that game was not bad for the most part. Yeah, the combat was a little wonky, but there was a weird humor to it and everything like that. This game, otherwise, seems like almost like a knockoff of the game. And because it is kind of like, I think it was originally on the Vita or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but like in the original game, there was almost like a kind of a, you could still teleport between the map, but there was like a full map you could interact with. Like when you moved from one spot, you went to the next spot if it was tied into that, or you could quick travel through the map. This, you can only quick travel through the map and that's it, and then you unlock everything as you play. Also, there seem to be less people on screen, probably because of the hardware design of the game or something like that. And the combat even seems to be even more janky for the most part. I don't know, I swear it just doesn't seem entertaining for the most part. Even if you're stripping people of their clothes, it's just kind of like more of a meh. So I could see why this isn't as... If I saw some... Well, I saw some of the numbered reviews for it. Most people were getting like 5s and 6s out of 10. And I would have to agree for the most part on this. Just, I don't know, I enjoyed the other game a bit more. That I wouldn't say 100% it, but I did all the endings in this. In this case, I'm probably just going to show you the final ending, or the ending I got the first time I played, which is the... this game has a couple of different endings to it. The one I'm doing is, yeah, we have to go kidnap or capture a girl called Suzu, which works for a group called the Shadow Souls, which are based on vampires. I don't know why they just didn't call them vampires. And we get to decide how the game is going to end by this. It is based on some decisions earlier on, like what your influence is with certain groups. So there's NIRO, the National Intelligence, and whatever organization that showed there. They're kind of the, you know, the government agency, blah, blah, blah type of situation. And there's the Shadow Souls, and then there's like the Freedom Fighters. And technically the endings are the NIRO ending, the Shadow Souls ending, and the Coexist ending. I don't know if there's any other endings, but there's 3 different endings for it. And this one I've been focusing on just being a jerk and focusing on the government agency ending. So we failed to capture Suzu Morizumi. A number of Shadow Soul bodyguards intervened. She made a break for it during the altercation. Our surveillance teams believe she's headed for Horn Park. Keep your guard up and we'll assist you as it is possible. Now, depending on your choices when you interact with some of the characters, I don't know if there's a point system or if it's based off very specific information, but there's a choice can change here depending on what it is. Here she comes. Hi!
It's you. Huh? No way. You can't be. Can you? You promised to help. Sara said you were okay, and Rui trusted you too.
And I think, from what I understand, if you've been nicer to them, there's a different option here where you can basically let them get away or something like that. But because I've been just super aggressive to the Shadow Souls in general and just agree with NIRO all the time, this dialogue doesn't really matter. So all part of the job, Suzu. I'm getting paid.
No. Why would you do this to Sara and me and Rui even? You're so mean.
Why is it your line, "You're so mean," reminds me of like a movie or something like that? Like, it was a really bad movie. It was like, why are they so mean to like some bad guy? I'm like, they're bad guys, so you know. Anyway, we have to strip her, so yeah, we're not gonna go to jail for this. Oh wait, we're working for the like a government agency, so she would be fine. Yeah, she does like almost no damage to me, so this should be pretty easy for the most part. All right, let's sushi. Yeah, like, I don't know. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, I said the combat in this game is just so weirdly janky. I don't know. Wait, oh. There was one funny joke and that gave me a laugh. There's a scene where you have to give your character a name, and obviously they'll either not say your name or say like you or something like that in turn for the voice acting part. But there was one line where one of the characters goes, insert character name here, and they actually say, the character actually says insert character name. It wasn't like some robot character who said that. It was the actual like character you talked to said that. I thought it was pretty funny.
Nice job.
You monster! You stabbed us right in the back. Mother Soul was right. You humans are all the same. All of you. You're all against us.
Sounds like it's time for your nap.
God, he dropped. Well, okay, drop kick is the one. He just gave her a football kick to knock her out. Dang, dude.
Are you sure? We won't be able to question her.
Even if we can't, we can still harvest her blood. Take her away. Everything's ready for her.
Yeah, NIRO is basically that government agency group that kind
Nice
of
work. Now we can turn the tables.
they kind of want to do good, but then there's always that one guy at the head that, like, the NIRO's plan is basically they want to capture these shadow souls, use their blood, and use it on their own team so they can be more powerful than them, and obviously they'll probably go to their head, that type of thing. But there's some people in the group that don't completely agree with that. But Mito, that one girl, she's the one who's kind of like, oh, maybe we're going too far. But in this pathway, I think she just accepts it and keeps going on. So
Thanks for being so reliable. We'll be in touch.
yeah, if you choose to let Suzu go, I think, which is one of the options, you can go on the either coexist path at this point. Because if you've been good to the Shadow Souls but been addicted to NIRO, you would have been on the Shadow Soul path, which is a completely different thing. So yeah, we should have like maybe one or two missions left before we finish the game. That's why I just started to record now, because we're pretty close to the end. So emergency from Satoko Mito. That was that one girl in the pantsuit. We were hoping to catch Mother Soul unawares on the way here, but she's well guarded on the alert. Our intel says she's boarded a train for Akihabara. I'll be indisposed for a short while, but afterwards I want to meet you in front of the station. In the meantime, if you come across any intel on Mother Soul yourself, please contact me immediately. Also, this is almost certainly related. The Shadow Souls have been stepping up their activities in town. Keep your gear optimized and be ready for anything. We'll talk soon. Okay, so we gotta go in front of the station. So, which means we could do like side quests and stuff like that, but like I said, at this point, I really don't care. The only reason I got any was so I could at least be decently prepared for the combat. And I'm not even maximally... I probably could have used a bit more money building up my outfit, like putting more points into defense and stuff like that. But I might be good enough for the end game with this. And I haven't done any like New Game Plus stuff. You can actually end the game pretty, like almost immediately by going to the station and leaving Akihabara. And it has like, if you don't do any of the stories, it'll go like, and you were never heard from again, and the game will just restart. I guess for those who maybe the enemies are getting too tough and they didn't prepare right or something like that. But most of the enemies are pretty easy unless you do side quests, really. Yeah, I don't care about it expiring. Some quests can expire if you hit a certain part. If you hit a certain, I think they failed because I'm at the end game. The game's almost over, so they're like, oh, okay, just quit those missions because we're ending on the final set of missions or whatever. No, that's me. You didn't even have a you or huh in the
We're in
line.
a rush, so I'll keep this short. Check your email for the details.
Well, but you could just tell me. It'd probably be just as fast as me pulling up my email on my phone.
Mother Soul is en route. That's officially confirmed. Mr. Sejima and the other agents have already taken position. We both need to move now.
All right, time to get the. This is the NIRO solo ending, where we just believe in the government and all that. So.
Thank you for the welcome, NIRO dogs.
NIRO. That's how it was pronounced. I always thought it was NIRO. Huh. Well, I guess NIRO technically is NERO. You know, the same Roman emperor that watched everything burn. And those two girls next to her are an idol group called DPD or DPS or something like that. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention through half this game, really. I was kind of I mean, I hate to dunk in this game so much, but it was one of those things where I was just kind of skipping through the dialogue and either quickly reading it or just kind of going, because you could skip most of this and still basically just get through the game with no problems.
Mongoose, you monster.
It's been a while.
Yeah, so Sejima knows her.
Indeed. And yet some things never change.
You haven't changed at all.
You've hardly aged a day. Still taking my followers' blood, are you? Ah, and same for the newcomer. Even someone as shameless as you can still make friends, I suppose.
Nothing wrong with having younger friends. But this kid's the genuine article. Someone I can trust.
Surprising. In all the time I've known you, I've never heard you say that before.
Well, I'm not getting any younger. Sometimes I need to trust other people these days.
Fair point. How many years has it been you were in... Was it the Cabinet Information Research Office, or the Joint Staff Council Secretariat?
It doesn't matter. That was all a shell game anyway. I'm a man who hunts monsters. Same as always.
Same as always. Well, that's easier for me, not having to remember all those titles of yours. But off topic, did you have to invite this many people to our private moment?
Huh? They're all around us, trying to hide. Probably the same group that went after us before. Right, I knew that. Don't make me look stupid in front of Mom. Well, then try to be a little more careful, okay? Yeah.
Why are they here? Are these the new kids I've been hearing about?
Wait, it's those two idols.
The ones we've been bombarded with every day without batting an eye.
Sorry. Huh? Wait, our cover wasn't blown? That's strange. That agent clearly knew who we were. So then why?
So what's your plan, Director? Start a fight in a place like this?
I know. Your people and mine both have us all covered. Can't blame a guy for trying to catch you out here. But while you're here, I do want to talk. I'm sure you won't mind a few questions.
Brief questions, if you'd be so kind.
Mom, let us handle this.
It's fine. Let the adults talk, won't you?
Why would you take this kind of risk? Coming here yourself in broad daylight.
I came to see my daughters. I thought humans understood that. It's something called parental love.
Don't say that like you know what it means, monster. She pisses me off. Me too. Let's kill her later.
Second question. What exactly is this ridiculous project of yours supposed to accomplish? You even made yourself a decoy just to keep it running. Why?
Ridiculous. Don't you dare make fun of Mom's project. She's doing it for our people's future.
What a foolish question. Even if I did have an ulterior motive, I'd have no reason to tell you.
Just a hint? For old time's sake. It's the least you could do.
And now I have to go. Thank you for the welcome, but that's all the time I have.
Oh, I think you can answer me one more question first. We know your heir is overseeing the project, so it has to be one of those two.
Yes, that's right.
Mom?
Is it now? I don't know. You've been pretty tight-lipped about everything else. We might have to do things a little bit differently.
You mean like this?
Damn, he just dropped. He just like I forgot what that technique is where you drop down and just like, you know, sword down, axe down, or whatever, just drop kick someone. You know, I know it's not drop kicking, but this is the guy that almost killed us at the beginning of the game. For those who watched the beginning video, if you're not sure, we were human. Then this guy's sister gave us some blood to become mega shadow soul, sort of, and but he tried to kill us the first time we met. Anyway, continue. Oh.
Oh, right. There was one more, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, I guess that old man has some moves.
Missed!
You, what are you doing? Don't act out in front of Mom!
Shut up! We don't want him dead.
Mom, sis, if it's down to this, we're here for it.
Wait. It'll be all-out war if we do this here and now. I'd really rather not.
They're here to kill us!
Kid, get ready. Ms. Mito, wake up!
Yes, sir.
Apparently you can just get up after being hit in the top of the head with a guitar / axe thing,
Wait.
but
Rui, hold your tongue and stand down.
she's the, if you do the soul NIRO cooperate thing, she becomes kind of like you hang out with her and basically become like love interests, I guess. I don't know, but anyway. But nope, we're against her.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I can't let this happen. As you said, if this goes any further, we'll all be at war with humanity. We must prevent that at all costs.
Oh, and the guy next to her is called Chief. He's been raising her, quote unquote, as like a surrogate uncle, but not really, obviously.
Silence. Shun, hold her back.
Sorry, Ray. I'm on her side. Orders or not.
Wait, could you be? Oh, you must.
Finally figured it out, huh? Yeah, that's right. She's the next Mother Soul.
Foolish boy.
He let the cat out of the bag.
Ha! All that power and prestige vested in a meek little child. I see. So you had the other kids run the project as decoys.
Not at all. We're just better at it. Yeah, we don't need any more useless baggage. Make it sound like we have a lot of useless baggage. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell him everything. He's about to die anyway. You ready for it?
Shut your mouth. Die! The only thing better than a good friend is an incompetent enemy.
Fuck, he's strong.
Fool.
Don't worry about me. Capture the air. That's priority 1.
So we gotta capture Rui. Sorry, you wanted us to be friends, but I didn't want to be friends.
So you do want to start a war.
Yeah, if that's what it comes down to.
Bring it on, you piece of shit!
That's enough! Mr. Sejima, my name is Rui Fumizuki. It's very nice to meet you. Just as my brother told you, I am indeed Mother Soul's heir. I am not here to fight you, Mr. Sejima. Could you please take a moment and think this through? If we fight here in this crowd, all of NIRO's secrets and ours will be on full public display.
I guess that's true because they don't appear, at least as far as I'm aware of, they weren't in Undressed or Undead. Yeah, I don't think so.
You may catch or kill us all, but we may well do the same to you. Think of all the damage, all the different kinds of damage that fight would cause. Now, as the next Mother Soul, my dream is for my kind to coexist with yours. Obviously, this situation is not ideal for that. But it just might be the best time to stop and talk to each other. For all of our sakes. What just happened? Did she, just grow up?
I see. I understand your position. But logistically speaking, what exactly are you proposing?
First, we all disperse without a fight. Then we hold a talk between our highest delegates. No more unnecessary casualties. And no more passing down the hate from generation to generation.
That is a hard thing to do, let me tell you. People just don't want to give up hate. You know, it's a strong motivator.
A peace talk. That's intriguing, isn't it, Ms. Mito?
I mean, look at the French and English. They fought each other for like 1,000 years, almost off and on, you know, for like I said, for 1,000 years, and then all of a sudden World War I occurred, and they're like, wait, hold on.
Yes, it is.
What's
Let
going
me
on?
confer with my colleague here. Give me 1 second. Ms. Mito,
Yes, sir.
do you think we could?
Well, okay, I understand.
All right, we'll do it. Ms. Fumizuki, thanks for waiting. Personally, I'm disinclined to let you both walk out of here for reasons I'm sure you can understand. But Ms. Mito makes the point that long-term peace is more important. So, for the sake of that peace, we accept. And I know the perfect spot for that peace talk.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't have anything nefarious. Nope, not with that portrait or anything like that. No, sirree.
Mr. Sejima, thank you very much.
Nice job, Rui. Talk about grace under fire.
Mom, what do you think about all this?
Rui just kinda decided to speak for all of us.
I'd say this worked out well enough. Your sister showed a great deal of maturity. And we do have some insurance.
Huh?
What the f... Are we not doing this or what?
You have a one-track mind, dude. You.
You? I'm very disappointed.
It's like you got punched in the face.
You have a long road to redemption. We'd best begin at once.
Fine.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm sure we'll see you all soon.
Under better circumstances, hopefully. All thanks to this kind young lady.
Well, I'll hope for the same.
She probably realizes that, like, what's going on is probably not a good
So on
idea.
that note, it's time for us to go. Rui, if I can call you by your first name, would you mind coming along?
Yes, it will be a pleasure to work with you.
And pardon me for asking, but would it be all right if your companion stayed behind? I do trust you, Rui, but you understand the safety concerns.
Rui, you going to be all right?
I'll be fine. I wanted this. Don't worry.
All right. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Let's go then. Ms. Mito, gather everyone up and move out.
Understood. Hold up.
Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, this scene is probably different if you're Shadow Soul specifically than you hang out with Mother Soul if you're doing the cooperation with Rui at this moment, and then obviously NIRO. You hang out with the NIRO side, so.
Orders from Mr. Sejima. We have custody of the heir, and we'll be taking her in.
Haha. That is low. What are you talking about?
There's not going to be any peace talk. He just told her that so she'd come along willingly.
Ah, man after my own heart.
You understand, right? Now come on. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I chose this path, so. I mean, look at me. I look like Ken from Fist of the North Star, and I've got an eye patch, so you know I'm nefarious. Except Ken was a good guy in that. Nah, whatever.
Huh?
You fell into our. You activated our trap card, Rui.
Is this your idea of the perfect spot for a peace talk?
Well, piece, sort of. A piece of you, maybe.
NIRO doesn't talk with monsters.
What? No, you can't. Stop joking, please. Where's Mr. Sejima?
Man, this girl's so gullible.
Mr. Sejima will not be joining us. He's preparing an assault on Mother Soul.
Haha.
You know, you're not as grown up as you think you are. You walked all the way into this cell. No fight, no civilian casualties, so thanks for that.
No. Mr. Sejima said he wanted peace.
Yeah, he was lying.
And you fell for it. Again, grow up.
And you? Do you agree with me? You brought me in here, now what?
Yeah, I kind of. Whoa, what was with that extra mouth flaps? Huh. This, yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything to say.
Don't worry about her. I can handle her without you.
No. This can't be.
How'd you get in here, you piece of...
Come on, sis. We're going.
You? Why are you here?
Mom sent me. She figured Sejima was gonna pull some kind of bullshit. So now do you see what humans are? Here, let me put it to you in a way you'll understand. We're like the sky and the ocean. Same color, but they're never gonna touch. Like they look the way we do, but inside, well, look around. Yeah, I know, your dreams are dead. It sucks. Cry about it later.
Yeah, sometimes I really like this guy.
Look, I've got some shit to do today. Snap out of it and move your ass already.
Although with my level, and I've beaten you so many times, well actually, I think you only fight him like 2 or 3 times overall, but I beat his butt every time outside when I got my power, so that's why, you know, in-game cutscene, he beats me type of situation. Don't you just love it?
How'd he find us? Someone must have tipped him off. All units, hot pursuit immediately.
Great.
Understood. Looks like they went towards Main Street. Let's split up and go after them.
Gotcha. Yeah, piece is broken. Time to chase after them. Oh, but now we've only got like one choice. What does it actually say on my to-do? You, Abeno, crashed the peace talk and ran off with Rui towards Main Street. Head there. With their heading unknown, you'll have to defeat the Shadow Souls in each area of Main Street to cut off all possible exits. So basically, we just have to... We have to kick everyone's ass! I should be strong enough to be able to fight these guys by the end. So, although I haven't really been equipping the right items, like items that you can use in combat, like healing, and well, healing, quote unquote. Yeah, I might save that smalt magazine for like the final fight or whatever. Okay, so I guess I need to fight Shadow Souls or something like that in here. I assume. Oh yeah, and you can find Shadow Souls by picking up your phone and taking a picture. Did it actually take a picture, or it... Huh, that was weird. Wait, did someone activate? Oh, maybe it's that Aki dude or whatever. I don't... Yeah, I'm still have some issues with the, I'm not fighting. Yeah, weirdly enough, agents will sometimes, like, will take pictures of you even though you're part of their organization, and they'll try to beat you. I'm like, dude, I'm part of your organization. Leave me alone. I guess I just have to go through all these. Like I said, I don't remember... Since I've never actually done this ending before, I'm not sure, like, what's, like, how many people I'm gonna... Oh, I guess I just have to go into a section. Okay, I guess I have to go into a specific one. Huh. Alright. Okay, yeah, I guess in this case we're just stripping people. Okay, so we have to do 4 of these guys. Yeah, looks like I did enough damage to... I hate these people that freaking dodge every other second. Like, there's really not much you can... Okay, technically there is something you can do. You can hit them with, like, the Oh, whoops. You can hit them with the undodgeable attack or whatever, but that's a ability that's, like, super slow. So you could easily be... like, you can be hit by the time you're trying to charge up for it. That's when you do the Eddie Valiant hold charge punch or whatever from Who Framed Roger Rabbit for the NES. Yeah, if you've never played that game, you're not missing out much. It's, like, weirdly difficult. There is some weird, funny thing about it, like, that I kind of enjoyed in a weird sense, but... Oh, I guess it's this guy right here. I have to get his pants. I didn't think I'd be saying... Oh, no, this is a different guy. It's supposed to be the guy with the, well, at least I thought it was the guy with the, biker's outfit or whatever. No, oops. I didn't mean to actually go into the attack, so. At least this, agent will not attack me unless I physically attack him. But there's that, like, one agent with the hair or whatever that that they'll actually take pictures of you and try to attack you even though you're on the same team. You would think they would let people know in their organization that there's a specific Shadow Soul that shouldn't be messed with, but what do I know, right? So I assume that... Oh, it doesn't close it off. Well, okay. I know I've already done that one, so yeah, I guess I have to fight Wonder why I didn't activate anyone when I went to the northwest one, though. Okay, whatever. Alright, another group of dudes at the fight. Stop dodging. Stop it. Ah. So, sometimes I hate when that happens when you, when I press the wrong button, even though I know clearly what clothes is gonna pop out, you know. Oh well. Yeah, it's weird how like a lot of the Shadow Souls are either like bikers or musicians. Kind of weird. Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. It's called like fast stripping or whatever it's called, where you basically, if you weaken a lot of them, you can get a lot of them back to back, and it basically increases your experience if you can get multiple chains back to back. So, like I say, the guys must be over here. The guys attacking, or the agent might just finish them off for me. Which is fine. Which is fine. I'd rather. Are you gonna get up, dude? Okay. The dude, get up. Oh my God, he's. Yeah, this game has a lot of times where the game will glitch or not activate because that guy's staying on the ground. He's supposed to get up. Like, I've had that happen quite a few times where I've had to redo missions multiple times because people wouldn't spawn properly or something, so I might have to leave and come back. Oh, there he goes. He reset himself. Or something happened, like he wasn't activating. Yeah, this game could have used a bit more bug testing or something, like... I don't know, this game just feels weirdly cheap, if that makes sense. Just... either, like I said, it's either not because it's not finished, or just the way it's programmed or something like that. Like the previous other Akiba's games were fine, like not as a... Okay, I don't know why... See, I couldn't get her... Well, I think there was a way to aim at a guy, but... this... Yeah, we stripped the palm reader, so... Usually if you strip a woman that's not like a Shadow Soul, they'll immediately strike you after you strip them, because they're like, hey, you know, why'd you do that? And I'm like, dude, I need all the clothes. I'm like a serial stripper, apparently, in this game. Like, I have to do it, even though that's how you beat Shadow Souls, but that's not how you beat humans. You strip them because they're embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. So I'd say we'll probably just one-shot a lot of their clothes, so we... Okay, whatever. Like, yeah, I really don't... Leveling is not really my highest priority at this point, so if agents want to gank my kills, or gank my steals, that's fine. I know there's other abilities I can use, like abilities that you learn as a Freedom Fighter, Akiba Freedom Fighter, or as a Shadow Soul, but I never really messed with them, even though I know how to do them. I don't know, just like I said, have you ever played a game that you really just weren't invested in? Really, you just wanted to, you're playing it to finish it because you've suffered from the sunken cost fallacy, where you're just like, okay, I just want to beat them. Just hit them. Oh my God, just grab the clothes, dude. And also, when you want to, like, I swear sometimes it like takes forever to like lock onto someone that you're not. I guess it was the other guy. I don't know why I'm grabbing this stuff. I'm not. I could sell it later, I guess, or something, but. Oops. Don't wait the agent, because he'll start attacking me, even if you do it by accident, you know. That's another thing about the game, is like that, like people will just jump in your battles, even if even if you accidentally attack them, you know. Okay, now what? They've both been spotted heading towards Southwest Main Street. I'm en route, but you might be closer. Move in and cut them off. I don't think I need to tell you this, but Benno is a very resilient target. Be careful. So, yep. I guess this will be the final time we fight him at this point, and then maybe we'll actually finally kill him this time, or let him. Because usually most Shadow Souls will die in the light, but he's like one of those ones that, oh, I can survive being out in the sun for at least a little while. So, let me go ahead and save again. That's why I'm saving an alternate file. In the sister room, is you can have your sister try out your clothes and they become better, which that's kind of creepy. This game has like, I know it's supposed to be a humorous comedy game, but there's so much creepy stuff in it that just like, which is weird that it didn't feel like that in the other Akiba's games that they had.
You're quick. Guess they moved you up from lapdog to bloodhound.
Like there was an RPG one. I think I might have done a first impressions on it or something. I think I did anyway, and that was actually. At the first, I thought, oh, this is kind of like, I was kind of iffy on it. But by the end of the game, it was a little bit better than I expected. Not great, but it had great writing, and the RPG mechanic wasn't too bad. And so I eventually kind of got into that one. Same as the other Akiba's strip game, but this one, I don't know, just it's just something about it that just not interests me as much. Okay, anyway.
Unless you're here to join us, like they are.
Oh, I guess you still have a chance to. Unless you have, yeah, I guess they always give you a chance to come back, but, wait, who's turning? Oh, those agents are turning on him? Huh. Anyway, your turn. NIRO, why?
Why do you think? I don't want to lose all this power. Mother Soul promised more blood if we joined her side.
Alright, no more bullshit.
So that's how he got in. Some of the agents decided to join the other team.
New recruits, your first assignment is to put that dog down.
I guess the game does always, although I wonder, I think it's because I'm already on that path. I bet if I said I want to join you, I bet he'd be like, no, you're trying to trick us, or something like that, which makes more sense. Because I think at some point you hit that, basically that path, there's really no backing out on it, but like I said, it could be wrong. Oh my god, just focus on him, dude. I hate when I get like turned around like that. I think there's supposed to be like an achievement if you can get like 12 strips in at once. I think it's 12 anyway. The problem is to get like super fast by like the end of it. So unless you know exactly what you're going to be stripping, there are a few like side quests in the game that like that make that a little bit easier to do, like where you get ganked up by like 10 or 12 dudes, and you probably just take out like all the like one armor piece and just keep hitting them, like square button or whatever. Looks like they went towards Northwest Main Street. Better hurry after them. Oh, I didn't even get to collect my winnings. Oh well. Alright, Northwest Main Street is this. And if you somehow like get stripped or died or whatever, you can restart like at the beginning before you enter the map, so I don't have to keep saving it, you know, just for other purposes, just in case of like the game glitches or something.
Right for counting on humans.
Oh, the agent's right.
You know, you're not a bad dog. I can kick you over. This is the last time. Go on, sis.
Sorry, I accidentally kicked his dial out too fast.
Brother. All right.
Why would we let him, like, why wouldn't we just run after? Whatever. Oops. It's clear something. Sorry, but I didn't actually mean to. I think when you learn his secret, I think that means you can strip him from his clothing. So for, like, replay, you can dress up as him. I think if I remember correctly, kind of like the last game, you could actually change your character model to look like someone from the game, you know? Oh, that was easy. Well, I am probably a bit overpowered. I purposely did that to make the end game a little bit easier.
Oh, fuck. No regrets. Oh, one regret.
But yeah, I think if you learn a character's, like a main character's secret, it means you can officially strip them in game without, because some characters require like specific manuals to strip. But yeah, I think main NPCs require you to basically do a certain path to do that.
If you see my mom, you tell her. Sorry for being such a shitty son. And in the end,
Yeah, I kind of don't feel bad for you because you purposely wanted to destroy humans and turn them into shut-ins, so yeah, I don't feel bad for you at all. Yeah, that ran off.
All right, nothing we can do about it now. Let's rendezvous with Mr. Sejima. He's already heading toward the enemy HQ. Let's hurry to UD+.
I guess Rui got away. Dang it. If only we still get paid at this point. I guess any last minute like beef ups and stuff like that. Alright, let's see what my to-do list says. Heading towards Shadow Soul, UD. Okay, just catch up and do this, so yeah, we're at the end. I didn't realize there were gonna be so many missions after the for like the final missions. I thought we were pretty close, that's why I recorded when I did. I'm like, oh, better record now for the finals, but if I beat Yui pretty easily, I should be able to beat these guys pretty easily.
Sorry, sir. We lost Rui Fumizuki.
I heard the reports. So there were traitors among us, huh? That woman's cannier than I thought.
Cannier? What the heck does that mean?
She even used her own son as a speed bump.
That's why I assume the good ending is if you get coexist, because both of the leaders are bad in their own way.
I underestimated her. That's on me, not on you two.
Regardless, I am sorry, sir.
Why did you try to negotiate? That was a dirty move. Let's just find Rui.
So you already know what to do. Or can you not get her out of your head? In any case, I apologize for not telling you sooner. I hope you understand why it had to be done. But everything's settled now. All we need to do is hunt down Rui Fumizuki.
Is she not back at Mother Soul's hideout?
Yeah, sorry, I keep accidentally clicking the button before because I have a delay in these types of certain recordings, so I have to kind of guess when I need to press the button when it comes to voice acting because there's no auto press, you know.
No, she never went back there. Mother Soul's people are looking for her too. That naive little lady must have lost her way, literally. We have to find her before they do and take her back in.
Understood. Do we have any leads?
The kid might find one for you. I'll leave that to you two.
Hey, what's up with where's the Freedom Fighters and all this? I guess it's different if you play the coexist path. They probably help you in this endeavor, but if you choose one path, they kind of just disappear from the main plot for the most part. Need to find Rui. Let's start the Oh, speak of the devil, huh? I was wondering when we were going to talk to him again. They kind of just disappear. Like, I didn't have to interact with them at all. Not that they're very interesting characters, mind you. I mean, they're just your typical, like, super weebs, otaku, or whatever you want to call them, you know. They're supposed to be, like, lovable nerds, but most times they're, like, super creepy, and you're like, But it's supposed to be a comedy, and so I'm supposed to, like, try to not take it as seriously, but with some games it's hard to do that, so... Despite being a comedy. Well, I assume it's supposed to be a comedy with its...
You look like you saw some trouble out there.
Could you give us the rundown?
It's not like you guys are going to do anything. They're all human, pretty much.
Peace talk. Yeah, that does sound like the best way to go.
Miss Rui.
Yeah, I'm tired. Let me sit down. I need to find out where she's gone.
It does sound grim out there. We'll help you find her.
I assume we're not telling them the fact that we're just going to capture her, so...
Yeah, this is getting way too tragic for me.
We just have to be the first ones to find her then.
Why isn't his lip animations not working?
Yes, let's get this search underway.
Not that we need to see his lips flapping for talking. It's just weird how he's the one that's not...
But seeing as how all of Akihabara is infested with both NIRO and Shadow Soul troops, let's all be extra careful out there. As for you, I suggest you stay here for now.
Yeah, there might be a battle out there, but it's a secret battle.
We're regular humans, so we won't stand out at all. We can search without being noticed.
It's probably going to be scary out there. But I don't want to leave Rui in the lurch. I know what it's like to be alone. I have a hard time trusting people.
All right, let's do this, everyone.
They act like Rui is a friend of theirs that's been hanging out with them and all that, which has never occurred in my Pathfinder playthrough, so it's like, okay. Get away from the base right now. Chief is looking for you, and he's not happy. Scram it if you can. Yeah, he's not happy because I basically captured Rui, so... Yeah, I thought you were out searching. Just couldn't get along, huh? Nope. Well, maybe we don't know that for sure. Nope. Yeah, I'm not saving her, dude. You better not make me save her game. She's like your typical starry-eyed, like hopeful that you just wanna beat reality into. Did I say that out loud? No, I'm just kidding. We want a stripper because this is the concept of the game. Is it time to beat you, Chief?
This is no good.
Sorry, Mr. Yatabe. This is the end of our friendship.
Even though he put his neck out in the line for you.
I trusted you to protect her.
Except when I first met you, I attacked you in the first front, and you did. Yeah, this game has a weird consistency on like just how the story goes and everything like that. Sometimes, like based off your choices.
But you played us.
Yeah, I guess maybe you could see it like that.
Maybe played yourself.
Well, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Uno a couple of days of my life.
That seems more likely. Either way, you're the one who hurt her.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you for boss time against the Chief. Except, yeah, now we have a secret, so now we can. I'm surprised we can keep attack. Oh, he's actually quite durable. He's doing quite a bit of damage to me. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, he's actually doing a lot more damage than before. Might have to run off and heal for a bit because he might do too much damage to me. Yeah, I better run off. Because if he does too much damage, he can actually destroy my clothing. Ah, he let me. One of the annoying things in the game is you can clean yourself off by fix your clothing, healing it sort of. But the way enemy AI works in attack patterns, it's almost impossible to get away without like the help of an item or doing something specific to them.
Run.
Well, she's not even here, dude. Where's she? And he's dead. Yay, we killed him.
Chief.
Which is weird he dies now, because the first time you knock it out his clothes, he conveniently doesn't immediately die in the sun, but then when we fight him as a boss fight, he immediately dies, so consistency.
How could this happen? I thought we were all protecting Rui together.
Yeah, I'm kind of a snake in the grass.
After what NIRO did, she'll never trust humans again. It's awful.
Yep, and we're going to make sure that she's not alive long enough to worry about that.
I'm okay. He just knocked me down. I did just get word from Sarah. There's a possible sighting over at the park. Your choices may have gotten her hurt, but I'm sure you had your reasons.
Because I'm just a dick.
Now, forget about me. Go. You need to take care of this.
Yeah, my choices, huh? Yeah, the choices of, Actually, I wonder if you can still get jobs by this point in the game. Okay, you can still get jobs by this point in the game, by this ending, but we're at the ending part, so I'm not even gonna worry about jobs. Which is weird, you can still get jobs for, like... I assume you can't get jobs from Shadow Souls anymore by this point, so... Let me go ahead and save it again. God, I didn't realize this ending would take so long. Okay. Wait, what did it say again? Sorry, I just skipped through it. Rui's been spotted in the park. Is it too late to change her fate? Does the game give you multiple times to try and like, back out? That seems a bit inconsistent with how pathing works in certain games. But then again, some games try to be super detailed about it. Like they try to let you change it multiple times to like go back and forth depending.
If you were here, that must mean my uncle is...
Yep, he's dead. He's what? I haven't seen him.
Liar. He told me he was going after you. He never once broke a promise to me.
And now he's dead.
It doesn't matter now. All I wanted, my only dream, was to live among you. Quietly. Like one of us. Was that truly so hard?
Yep.
I admired your freedom, your diversity, your creativity, even your mistakes. I hoped my kind could have those things one day. And after I met you and the people of Akihabara, I truly thought we could.
I really don't think Akihabara is the best representation of, like, what you expect, lady.
But it was only ever a dream. An impossible, childish dream.
Yep, childish. You're finally growing up.
We'll always be monsters to you. And you? You're monsters to us.
Yeah, except you guys look like you drain people's like energy, and you can turn people into shut-ins, and you die in the sunlight. And no, you're the monsters. You're the monsters.
Mother knew that. She tried to teach me that lesson my whole life.
I know the concept is humanity can be just as cruel to itself, if not more so, than actual monsters. But no, in this case, the Shadow Souls are the monsters.
What now then? What is there left for me to do? Let's you and I end this together.
End this together.
All of it. Let everything burn away to dust. I wonder how it'll feel to wake from this dream.
Well, if that's what you want to do. Let's do it.
Yes. We finally see eye to eye. This is it. Listen. If you ever thought of me with kindness or pity, if you ever felt anything for me, then fight me with everything you have.
Except on this path, we never cared about her at all. Yet they expect that. Yes, she thought we had friendship or something like that. I was like, no, that never happened.
It'll be by your hands.
We mastered Rui's secret. Time to strip her down. And she fights me with a parasol. You do less damage than your uncle does. I thought you'd be like secretly stronger than he was or something like that. But yeah, I know I could like block and all this other stuff, but yeah. I said she doesn't do that much damage, so it's like. Okay. I don't think she has a headpiece, does she? No, she doesn't. Okay. Ah, gotcha. And we leveled up too. Hooray! We beat the main love interest.
If I'd known what was going to happen, I'd have done this sooner.
Haha.
Then I might have been reborn sooner.
Nah, you're not getting reborn. Kali Ma will take care of that.
But then, we might not have met. Hard decisions.
Nah, I kind of wish we hadn't met, lady.
Listen, if I am reborn, if we're reborn, let's find each other and be together again.
Yeah, you have really weird delusions of grandeur, lady.
Is this it?
Good riddance to bad rubbish. They make it feel like our character like cares about her or anything like that, which I guess canon-wise makes sense. But I'm one of those guys that likes flowing. I'm a denial. Like I like flowing against the flow of things. Sorry, dude, she's dead.
I see. So that's how Rui's story ends.
Not with not but a roar, but a whimper.
I wonder how the Shadow Souls are taking all this.
I guess we technically protected the peace. But man, turns out peace has a hell of a price tag.
Guess we probably won't see DBP around anymore.
I heard what happened.
Man, Gon or whatever his name is really has his priorities straight. I guess my idols aren't around even though they're soul-sucking vampires.
I know some of this is difficult for you. For all of you. Listen, everyone. It's over. Akihabara is safe now.
It's kind of weird how we don't get to fight Mother Soul. That's kind of
Our
disappointing.
team just took the Shadow Souls base and everyone in it.
Does that mean the Shadow Souls won't be around anymore?
More ways than one, yes. We captured Mother Soul.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing. I wonder if you fight her or Sejima on like the co-op path or something.
Their race can't propagate without her.
Oh, so she's a brood mother, huh?
So I guess, yeah, they'll eventually go extinct.
Now that we have her, I'm sure we can cure you and your friend.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing this for a friend who's like in the hospital. He became a shut-in at the very beginning of the game, but we never interacted with him or talked to him. So it's never like, how are we supposed to feel for this guy when we never even like? This is a case of tell don't show, you know.
Well, that's good at least, right? He's gonna be okay.
So you can make him human again?
Maybe not right away, but
We are making progress on some very similar cases. I'm sure it won't be long.
But I thought Sejima kept saying my powers will probably just disappear eventually.
Oh, I guess it's all wrapped up with a bow then.
Still, at my age, I can only really see what we've lost.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss DBP.
Oh yeah, we never even get to. We do fight them once and capture them, but we don't get to fight them again. You think on the NIRO path we'd fight every single Shadow Soul main character and beat them, like. But that's kind of disappointing, actually.
When you lose something, you go out and find something new. That's part of how we grow.
Yeah, go on. Just go out and find a new idol.
It's not gonna be that easy.
It's Japan. There's like a million idols. Seriously. Like, I swear, every time you turn your head, there's a new idol group around in that country. Jeez. Like, idol worship in Japan, almost idolatry worship, but idol worship in Japan is insane. At least amongst teenagers, anyway, and stuff like that.
Man, you just don't learn, do you? You're finally at max HP again, and you're checking out back alleys. What are you looking for? That bug-eating girl from the rumors? Which reminds me, have you seen that Dojin game for Winter Komiket? Bug Plus?
I don't know if I want to know about a Dojin game that has bugs in it.
Well, at least it's good to know he's back to his old healthy self.
Let's just say Dojin is like a type of adult content. Let's just go with that.
So where are you going today, Nobu?
Well, Sarah called. She said to come out this way. Oh, hey, there she is.
I'm terribly sorry for bringing you out here.
What's up, Sarah?
I'd like to introduce you to a brand new maid.
Welcome to Cafe Edinburgh, everyone.
I did not expect that to happen. She didn't seem to have that type of personality, although there was a scene before I recorded where Sarah talks about how she'd make a great maid, and she, does the whole blush like, whatever, and then apparently she became a maid.
No way. You serious? That's Miss Mito?
Hello again, everybody.
I'll admit that is kind of cute. I'll agree there. Well, it's mainly because she's a
maid now? What about NIRO?
And mainly because it's like usually in a lot of those stories or whatever, it's usually some teenage girl doing it, or maybe young woman getting a job or whatever. So it's like, whatever. She's an older woman. Like, I think she's like 30 or something like that, doing that. It's almost a bit weird. You're like,
I quit NIRO last month.
Oh yeah, what about us? Are we still working for NIRO or?
Huh? I thought that was your dream job.
It was.
Until we beat all the Shadow Souls?
But the enemy is gone now. As is Mr. Sejima, oddly enough.
You just run off like a...
But then, why a maid?
I threw everything I had into fighting the Shadow Souls. Once that was over, I felt like there was a part of me missing. I went looking for... I didn't know what, and I randomly ended up at Miss Sarah's shop, and then a lot of other things happened.
I always knew if I polished her enough, she'd be a shining jewel. So I convinced her to try it out.
Basically, yes.
Did she blackmail her?
No way. I mean, right?
It's fine to chat with the clientele, but don't forget to invite them to the cafe.
Right. I'll get right on that.
You could check out the cafe. How about you guys?
Sure.
Lead the way, Miss Mito.
Yes. Right this way, masters.
Well, at first I thought it was cute, but now it almost seems kind of weird or creepy. But that's the end for... Okay, that's the end of the NIRO story end, which obviously, if you want probably the true ending or the best ending, you obviously want the co-op ending where everyone works together. Because, yeah, it does seem kind of like a half ending because Sejima just kind of disappears at the end. We don't even interact with him after doing all that. Just kind of like, oh, you beat him. Where's the boss? Oh, he's gone? Okay. And the same with Miss, Mother Soul. She kind of just disappears too. We didn't even get to capture her ourselves. I guess that's the point, right? The best ending is the one that gives you a lot of closure, while the bad endings or half endings don't give you all the... Ed Bosco, huh? I was trying to see if there was any, like, voice acting. There probably is. I just... I accidentally wasn't paying attention to the voice. The guy who played Sejima, I've heard him multiple times, and I obviously skipped it. Oh yeah, in this game, the person who teaches you how to strip is an actual stripper, but she strips other people too. Like Miss Mito gets stripped multiple times in kind of like a harassment fashion. It's definitely creepy. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna show the other endings of the game because I really don't care enough to show like the best ending or whatever. I just want to show the ending where I'm just like, whatever, everyone. I don't care about. I'm just gonna follow the organization and take out all the Shadow Souls because they're monsters. So, I'm not really sure what else to say about this game. Like I said, the fighting is a little janky, and a lot of the side quests you have to do are basically just go to this place, fight some guys, go to this place, fight some guys, go to this place, fight some guys. So there's really not much. I guess the difference is what you're supposed to do in the background, like reasoning of the missions. But I just didn't find it very. I mean, there was a few entertaining moments in this game, but overall, I was just like, man, maybe this because this game wasn't made for me. But most of the reviews seem to be middling for this game anyway. Like I said, 5 or 6, so basically average reviews. So, for the most part, and the music was okay. There was a few catchy tunes, but nothing that really stood out. And the ones that did stand out, I wasn't really a big fan of overall. And then, like I said, the art style, though I do like kind of the portrait designs. I like kind of that little bit of art style, but it seemed a bit more. It didn't seem as clean as the original game, which maybe that was the point. They wanted to go a bit different when it came to their profiles and everything like that. And I don't know. None of the characters really. There wasn't really a whole lot of characters that really stood out to me as I really liked or anything like that. I mean, Rui was your typical that type of character. I'm trying to best way to explain it. Headstrong but sweet, like main female protagonist type of character. And then she had a friend, Suzu, which is the one we beat at the beginning of the mission, but she was your typical like nerd, that's where we fight DPS or whatever it is, where we strip them. And yeah, the Gon takes pictures of them while they're doing that in their weakest form, which is messed up. There's Mita there. I don't know what to say. Like I said, it just seems like, I guess because it's mainly more of a spin-off type of title, so I guess it doesn't have the full effort into it or something like that. Because like I said, there's a lot of like cut corners and stuff like that in this game, and I don't know. It's just, I mean, I appreciate the effort that went into this and releasing it in a game where, in a series, and where games are, a lot of the weird games don't even get made anymore. So I almost kind of appreciate weird games like this get made, because most games are like, oh, it's got to be a shooter or whatever, like no one wants to take any risks. And then when we get the risks, either you get a hit on your hands or you get kind of like oh, that was interesting. But in this case, I was just like, with this. But I don't know, maybe you folks watching, maybe you were entertained by it or some of the scenes or whatever, or you like the gameplay style or music or something like that. But if not, if so, then maybe I gave you an interest to buy the game. But for those who didn't find any interest in this game, I hope I saved you some money and considered something else along the way. For me, I would say it's I'd probably go to like a 5 out of 10. Like, so I've invested myself enough to get powerful enough to beat the game without having to like do all the paths and everything like that. And I think that's enough investment anyway. But I guess we're back from the cafe or something like that. Is this just setting up for one of the other endings? Oh, Black Cat. Did Rui get reincarnated already? ... This kitten, where have I? Could it be?
Hey, dude, keep up.
I don't know why a cat would be important to us. It's like, can't be. Obtain the title Extraordinary Extermination button badge. I assume that's for getting the NIRO ending. And thank you for making this game, despite me, kind of harshing on it so much. But anyway, that's the end of Akiba's trip. You have donated your remaining funds to children in need. Yeah, that happens if you leave Akihabara via train. You just, whatever money you had left. So, because I think when you New Game Plus it, you can only take, like, your weapons. I think it's your weapons and clothes. I think and I think some items you carry. But yeah, all the money, you lose all your money. You have to restart from scratch on the replay. You have a lot of new character models, so now you can, so you can do NIRO models, you can do civilian models, and otaku difficulty, so then you can play the game on hard mode, which I guess would be more of the challenge would be, because I was playing on casual mode. Let's see, start from the game with some of your progress carried over. Oh yeah, you also unlock like your clothing that you've unlocked, so you don't have to like collect it over again. So yeah, I'll just save over that. Actually, before we call it, I want to show just like how what you can do with now that we've beaten the game, like what happens if you do that. So let me show that off. Sure, I'm not gonna play the game through again. I don't care enough about this game to do that. So yeah, at the beginning you could name yourself in the model, and at the beginning it was just you had to choose MC, but now we can choose maid. We can choose hair bun, brunette gal. We can choose bedhead, otaku, white male, so generic, black female. Although the black female in this game is shown as foreigner. When you run across them in the game. Simple hair, purest maiden, aged man, outdoor, stylish, mature lady, femme fatale, ponytail, full hair. Although it's hard to do this with the... Well, let me see if I can remove these just so I can show off the... show off the different outfits. Oh, okay, fine. I just want to show off the outfits, or the models, and pigtails. It just keeps putting us in Rui's. Sejima 1? I guess maybe if we do the co-op path, maybe he has another form we can fight him in. Silky hair, Akiba fanboy, mushroom. I guess that's based off hairstyle, male student. Healthy male, sign girl, agent, stylish. Oh, we get to play as Mito, and it looks like that's her in her maid form. Hair bun, another sign girl, bearded black male. I don't think I ever ran across him. Some model types don't appear till like near the very end of the game. Gothic Lolita, lone shark, silky hair male, violent mature lady, bedded male, black male, Hoshino Tsukiyami. Was she one of the shopkeepers? I don't even remember her now. Black male, Gothic Lolita white, youngster, brunette. Man, there's how many? Oh, I unlocked 62 out of 89. So I guess that's what happens when you get an end. So whoa, steel male. I never ran across them. That must be either on harder modes or maybe certain pathways, or maybe you have to do certain missions to unlock that. I'm surprised I unlocked those then if that's the case. Liberal arts woman, punk chick. Purist maiden, bowl cut, all the people. Veggie carrot. Tenyo Tenkawa. He must be a shop owner or something like that. IT Witch Maria. Mushroom again. Nobu 2. What's Nobu 1 look like? Yadabe. Maya Cafe. Oh yeah, and I already unlocked the ability to... At the beginning of the game, you usually can't wear women's clothing, but as soon as you do a certain mission, then you can start wearing it, stuff like that. So I guess the game lets you start out as that. Actually, let me go and play. I'm going to skip. Luckily, in this game, you can skip and fast forward. I know I should have ended the video already. I just wanted to show you what happens if you leave Akihabara, like, at the very beginning of the game. Because you can, like, immediately finish the game and go back to New Game Plus. Although, if you do it right at the very beginning of the game, there's almost, like, no point because you've haven't really done anything at that point. So... Oh, and yeah, we're actually showing as female this time, so... Okay, yeah, fine. I'll join you, whatever. Yeah, this is where they convinced me to join. You can actually get a bad ending if you decide not to join them, or if you get too pervy in your responses to them. Okay, fast forward. Yep, we're outside, whatever. Out of the town. I never checked Pitter, by the way. Pitter is basically just Twitter, and there was just any conversations about what's going on. I'm like, whatever. You could tell I just was not invested in this world at all. Okay. Yeah, if we go back through the tunnel, we can go leave Akihabara forever. Never coming back. And Vauldemare was never seen again, just like in real life. And then, too bad we don't get any credits for ending the game abruptly, like a quick credits, or like in Chrono Trigger where it just scrolls down the credits like super fast or something like that when you beat the developer's room or ending. So yeah, and then you just develop everything and then that's it. So all right, well, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Akihabara, Hellbound and Debriefed. Like I said, if you liked it, buy it for yourself. If not, save yourself some money, and I'll play another game and see how I feel about that. But thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.